everybody back in their spots, I guess?
Yeah, I think so. I think good little recharge for a couple days and had pretty good energy out there today. So I think we're looking forward to getting going here.
And looking at the lines, Anthony Duclair getting back in, are you pretty confident that he'll be back to Anthony Duclair form?
Well, if he skated like he did today in practice, yeah, I'm confident. I think he's ready to go. So yeah, I am confident he's going to be good.
Bruno, as a coach, how is it differently than when you played? When you see over the last year some of the, the nastiness. Some of these two teams obviously don't like each other. What do you think when you're behind the bench, as opposed to being a player actually on the ice in those battles?
Oh, it's fun hockey. You kind of wish you were playing. Two really good teams, obviously a great team in Tampa, and it's been great, entertaining hockey all the way around. It's got a little everything. It's got some great goaltending. It's got some really good offensive play. It's got a little physicality, a little nastiness to it. So it's a fun hockey game when you're sitting there watching from behind the bench, and I think the fans really appreciate it, and looking forward to another fun series.
Have you discussed at all with the team, walking that line of what you can do and then what is going to get called?
Yeah, I think we've talked for sure. I thought we got better as that series went off. Sometimes our emotions get the best of us, and which was evident in Game 79 against them last time we played them. But we're a little bit more composed, and I think we learned a lot in that first round, and we'll take it moving forward.
Yeah, because the big penalty last year came in Game 1, Bennett charging penalty. So you feel like that's kind of out of the system?
Well, you're always discussing it, but I hope so. I hope we learned. I think, like I said, I thought it was a good little learning curve there in that first round, and we got to continue to play with more discipline.
And you think that those guys seeing what an impact it had on that game helps?
I think they're very well aware. Yeah.
Obviously, it's not like the Lightning are bad in the regular season, but they go up. It seems like they go up a level in the playoffs. What about them, changes in the playoffs?
They're a championship team. They know how to close out games, as we saw the other night, and they know how to get up for games, and they find the key big moments in the game to turn it on. And they're a great team. They are what we want to be, and this is a great opportunity for us.
That's Lomberg, Lucy, Horny line, really good during the regular season. We saw really good again when they got back together in Game 6. Is that a line you feel it's maybe kind of built for these playoff games?
They've been a really effective line and important line for us all year, especially through that stretch, November, December, January, where they were really reliable, and then they played the best. And then they had some injuries in between that broke them up a little bit, but it was fun to see the band back together. I thought they played really good last game, and I think they'll carry that through here.
Ben Sherratt has really seemed like he's been comfortable with Aaron Ekblad. What kind of things have you been seeing from him since you put that pairing together?
Well, I like when he gets mad, and he plays hard and heavy, and I think that's really effective, in especially in the playoffs around our net, et cetera. They've been a good pair. I mean, they haven't given up a whole lot together, and feel like every shift they're getting a little bit more comfortable with each other.
They seem to really complement each other, right? Their games.
Yeah.
Two different guys.
Two different guys, yeah. And a veteran in Ben that's been in these series so many different times, and yeah. So I think it was a good compliment. I think, like I said, every time it's hard with deep pairings, and obviously, unfortunately, Ek was hurt, so we just seen it in the playoffs, and that's a hard time to build any kind of chemistry. But they're constantly communicating, and like I said, I feel a little bit more comfortable every time they're out there together.
So pleasantly surprised, or did you kind of?
What I thought, yeah.
The next question will come from Resume, Steve Wino, AT.
Andrew, you've played in first round and second round before. There was a lot of penalties called in this first round. It seems like as the playoffs go on, maybe there's less of that. I'm wondering kind of what you're expecting from a second round, because the intensity level is still high, but maybe a few more things get let go.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I guess it's all kind of depends. I've seen, yeah, you're probably right. I don't know what to expect. They called it really tight here to start. All the first round series, you're seeing 5-6 power plays, and I guess we'll wait and see how it's refereed. I think too, a lot of times you see less penalties. I think teams get smarter. They understand what they're calling and what they're maybe not letting go a little bit. So I think players and teams understand the standard that's set, and they work it to the best of their advantage.
The next question will come from Tom Giletti, NHL.com.
Hi, Andrew. I know you guys felt like you did some good things in the power play, maybe just a little tight, maybe things didn't go your way. Do you feel like maybe starting a fresh series will help maybe a fresh start and kind of relax things a little bit?
Yeah, I think you reset it at 0. Nobody overly cares when you win a series if the power play scores or not, as long as you win. So this is a new series. We have an opportunity to get better at it. We've been great at it all year. We just had a little hiccup that period in that series, and it kind of compounded as we go. So hopefully we have a fresh, new mentality coming forward here. And I think with our skill guys, they just need to make a play, and I think that'll loosen all that up.
Other than us saying you guys are 0 for 19, I mean, you guys are going 0, right? I mean,
Yeah.
some stuff just doesn't carry over, so.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. Like I said, nobody really cares. You know, obviously it's it's something that we're digging in and trying to work on, but it's a new series, and we're going to need it this series more than ever. So it has to be good.
And the goalie battle is obviously a big one. You got Bob versus Vasilevsky. I mean, it should be intense, right, for the goalie?
Yeah, two great goalies, two of the league goalies in the league. So I think Bob's looking forward to the challenge, and so are we.
The next question will come from Joe Smith, The Athletic.
There seems to be some question whether Brayden Point will be able to play in game one at least, especially. Just from your experience working against him in last series against them, just how much of a difference does he make in their life? What kind of dynamic does he bring that looks a different team without him?
Well, I think he drives a lot of the pace of their play. He's so dynamic up in the middle of the ice with speed and dangerous in all situations, and such a competitive kid. But they're a really deep team, and they're a really good team, and we're preparing that he's going to play. And if he doesn't play, it doesn't really matter because they got enough players to fill in.
The last question will come from Andy Slater, South Florida Radio.
Hey, Andrew, when did you learn about your schedule, and what do you think about it, especially with the back-to-back?
I just learned about it this morning early, and yeah, I mean, you got to play the games that are ahead of you. So that's the way it is, and we got to figure out ways to play a better afternoon game than we played last one, and you know, go from there.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.